And we're live. Hello, everyone.
Hello, hello.
You know what? If I don't put my glasses on, I'm not going to be able to see the chat room.
Yeah, that's all right. I got to keep flipping back and forth between the chat and the regular room anyway, so I always look like I'm half cocked here when I'm doing it.
That's okay. Now I'll be able to see.
Now you'll be able to read what's going on at least.
Right, right. I've noticed it's weird because like I play games on my cell phone, and I watch TikTok videos. But I've noticed that like if I'm off work for any length of time, especially like on the weekends, that I don't use my glasses.
Oh,
But then through the week, I have glasses that I wear every day that are for my computer. They're just that far away.
yep.
And when I come home and I'm trying to play a game on my computer, I'm like, what's this? Hold it out some. I can't see it. It's like, daggone. But it's weird because it's like your eyes get used to it.
hmm
And then
I
you
have
realize,
some that I use for work, but I don't use them when I'm at home.
yeah. And then I realize that I can't see if I don't put my glasses on at work. I did that just the other day and I was like, what is that? Can you read this? I'm gonna have to blow it up so I can read it. And Mary came around the corner and she's like, don't you think you ought to put your glasses on? Oh, yeah. Oops. Oopsie. So how have you been?
Good,
Good.
good. Yep.
Pretty
I've
good.
been,
How much weight have you lost?
that I don't know.
I
I haven't,
can tell.
I haven't gotten on a scale yet.
I can tell. You're looking good.
Oh, thank you. It's just being outside,
Yeah.
I think, has been the major thing. It's funny because um, as empaths, we tell people you need to get outside, you need to ground, you need to ground, you need to ground.
Hmm.
Well, it was time for me to kind of practice what you preach type of thing.
Yeah,
Because
we're all bad for that.
horrible. I tell people all the time what they need to be doing in order to move forward in their journey and promote good mental health and all these things. And I never did any of it.
Right.
I'm like, well, I'm a damn hypocrite. So I, I
I
started walking last Wednesday was the first time I walked, and I'm up to 5K now. So
wow.
yeah, that's about 3.75 miles.
Is that like 5K throughout the whole week?
No, that's a day. ah.
I'm like for a week, right? Come on.
The
I don't know.
first day I walked 2 kilometers, so that's like 1.5 miles. And I thought I was going to die when I got home.
Oh my gosh.
But now I just don't feel like, since I've been going every day, I don't feel right if I skip a day.
Yeah.
And
Your body's learning to crave it. Hi,
mhm.
Philip.
So
Your body when you do things, um, your body starts craving. It's even good or bad.
mhm.
If you start um, eating chocolate every night or eating rainbow sherbet every night, which is what I did when I was sick, I'm having to kind of detox from that because that was all I could hold down.
Yeah.
So but you got to do what you got to do. But your body learns to crave that and it wants it. So even if you start
hmm
doing something good, and we're complete polar opposites right now, you're doing all this good stuff and I'm absolutely not. But your body is going to crave those walks. It likes to be outside, but you're an outdoor person too.
I love to be outdoors. Well,
So,
I used to love to be outdoors, and then I stopped for a long time.
mhm.
So this is really it's really good for me. It's kind of getting me back into that um, spiritual side of me that I feel like I lost.
Right.
So, and it's funny that you say that about the craving, because you know what I've been craving lately, and you're gonna die.
What?
Water. You
Water.
know me. I don't drink water.
You don't drink water, not unless it's
No,
flavored with something
that's
else.
Right, lots of sugar and color and caffeine and bubbly stuff, then yeah, we'll drink it. Or a
Oh
lot
my
of cream and sugar mixed with little
golly.
wonderful little caffeinated beans, then I'll drink it. But I haven't been.
That's
I've
tough
been
for you.
drinking one coffee a day and no soda at all.
Oh my
So
gosh.
yeah,
You're my hero.
I kicked myself. I'll tell you, it's not been easy. I kicked myself in the ass,
I guess you did.
but it's
Wow.
good. Yeah, it's
You
really
know,
good.
you were talking about, with you were getting back into things, what used to be. I've noticed for me personally that I have been, I'm trying to think of the right way to put this, spiritually horrible since
Mhm.
COVID. I have
Mhm.
been, I don't do anything. We haven't investigated, which I am very excited. We do have an investigation next Saturday. Um,
Nice.
but I'll be glad to get out and do that. But
Mhm.
no investigations, no readings, no healings. I've got stuff to make bracelets. I haven't done that. I haven't touched my stones. Nothing. I mean, I wear one every day, depending on what I'm doing. But I have been absolutely spiritually horrible to myself.
Mhm.
And I probably should practice a little bit of self-love because we do
Absolutely.
that all the time,
It's
and
so hard to get back into it though when you fall away from it.
it's very
Mhm.
hard. And it seems like it's kind of when you first get into it, it's easy to fall into it,
Mhm.
and get into it. And then when something happens like COVID and you get out of it, it's really hard to get back into it for whatever reason.
Mhm.
It's you don't. It's like, I'll get it later. Okay, and I don't know if it's maybe a little bit of depression too, because it's like, whatever. I'll do it next time. Yeah, I'll go ground the next time I'm out. I
Mhm.
don't know when that'll be, but I'll ground the next time I'm out. And it's just I need to practice the self love that I tell other people to do.
That's right.
So, and
That's
that's
right.
really hard. I was telling a girlfriend that I work with, she was having some issues, and I said something. And I stopped, and I actually thought, oh, I should listen to what I'm saying,
Mhm.
because she was having relationship issues, and then she was all down on herself and just really negative. And I told her, I said, no, look, I said, if you don't love yourself, how can you expect somebody else to do it? I was like, oh, wow. And it's
Damn,
like,
I'm smart.
right, right. It's like the words fell out of my mouth, and it was like, oh, I'm not real sure where it came from, but I'm pretty sure it was directed to me. I really think I should have been listening to my own stuff. It was so funny. Hey, Ashley. Hi, Joy. Hi, Susan. Susan says she cleans houses every day. It keeps her moving, but she hurts. I can't imagine.
It's not.
No, no, not at all.
Where are you seeing this? Oh. Oh.
And the
Hi
light.
everybody.
Here you go, Tina.
There
Oops,
we go.
here it is. The light bulb.
Wow. Good thing I'm pretty.
You're so funny. So we were talking the other day, and it's been over a year since we've been together,
Mhm.
which really sucks.
Mhm.
Um, and it's going to be some more time.
Yep.
So I'm thinking that we need, and anybody that would like to join us, let's see if we can get, like, we'll pull a bunch of people in. I'm not sure how many people I can have on here, but we could do it then, and just have people come into a room, and we can just sit and chat about nothing. You can have a beverage of your choice if you wish. Tina,
Like
you can have
water.
your water. I'll have wine. Or maybe
Whatever.
Pepsi. Who knows? I
You're a
might even
jerk.
drink milk. Who knows?
If you pull a Pepsi out, I swear to God, I will reach through the phone and choke you.
Well, I want you to see something. Look what is here. I'm drinking water.
Water, see?
I'm drinking water.
Your body needs it.
I actually have, excuse me, I've actually quit drinking pop like after 2:00.
Good for you.
I'll pour one after lunch,
Hmm.
and then that's the only one that I have after lunch. Now I may have
That's
2 in the
awesome.
morning, maybe 3, depending on how bad the morning is. I get one at lunch, and I pour that one, and then that's it. I'll
Wow.
drink milk or water.
Hmm.
So I'm trying.
You're doing good.
It's not easy.
No, it's not at all.
My
But
Joyce, she lives on Dr.
it
Pepper and coffee.
see,
Yeah,
that's me. That was me, Pepsi and coffee.
the caffeine.
But you know
And
what? When I was studying Reiki, um, my Reiki master told me how very important it is to drink water, because when you're doing Reiki and when you're doing healings, you're releasing toxins, right? So
yes.
you need the water to kind of flush all that out. And I never thought, like, you kind of need the water to flush it out on a daily basis. Here comes my stupid cat.
He just wants
I'm
to
so
say hi.
sorry.
He
So
just wants to say
sorry.
hi.
He's a jerk.
Aw. Susan
He's
says,
gonna keep coming.
oh, let him in. It's
We'll go
okay.
this way.
Susan said that she can't wait for us to come back to the winery. The winery was really something else. That was an amazing location. Um,
Awesome.
I can't wait to go back. Unfortunately, we'll have to wait until next year, which
Yeah.
not next year, this year, because this is 2021 already, and things are going to get better. Things are
I
going to get.
honestly, now what do you feel?
Um, I honestly, I was actually thinking about this earlier. I feel that things are going to start getting better, but not until like late spring or early summer.
That's funny. Okay.
Is
Because we
when I
haven't talked about this before, and I was wondering if we're on the same page.
no, we haven't, and that's just what I keep because I think it's the reason I feel that is that I'm leaning toward those times, like that. Like I said, the late spring, the early summertime. Granted, that's one of my favorite seasons too, but I really am like being like, I feel like I can't wait to get to that point, that
Yes.
everything's going to get better. And then I will say that my calendar fell off my wall today at work for no apparent reason. And it flipped open to June. So,
June.
and that was kind of weird. What are you feeling?
Same thing.
Really?
Yeah, I was getting like June, July. Things are going to start getting. I actually booked my vacation next year, for June, because I just had a feeling that that was when I was going to be able to actually go somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
So
hopefully that'll all, we'll hope we're right.
I hope so.
Or I hope I'm wrong and it's earlier. Wouldn't that be good?
I don't think so. Not for Canada.
We can be hopeful.
Right now, we're on our second lockdown.
How much longer do
So
you?
they just announced starting tomorrow. We're going to be starting a stage 2 state of emergency. So we're
Mhm.
going back to what we were last spring, where it's just the essentials open, just the grocery stores,
Oh, wow.
pharmacy, stuff like that. And you're only to leave your house to go to one of those places. So,
Now
like,
you're
I can't,
an essential worker, right?
I'm an essential worker, so I still go to work. But,
Right.
like, I can't go visit my mom. for a month.
You know,
So it is what it is.
did you
You know
take
what
the
the number?
vaccine?
Did I?
Mm-hmm.
I will when it comes, when we're able to. Right now, the vaccine's only out for the
Medical.
medical, yeah, like the nurses and the um, ladies and gentlemen that work in long-term care.
Yeah. Now, I work in medical. I don't deal with patient care.
Mm-hmm.
So, but with the place that I worked has offered it to us.
Oh,
And
wow.
I turned it down. It scares me. It really does. I am so stressed over it. Um, I just don't trust it yet.
And that's fair.
And I think that part of the reason that I'm so leery about it is, and this is just the way my twisted little brain is working, like every year, I am forced to have a flu vaccine, a flu shot. If I don't, I can lose my job. I won't be allowed to work until I get the shot.
Really?
Yes, I cannot work. So to me, right now, they are not enforcing and saying, okay, everybody line up, bear your arm. We're going to give everybody these COVID vaccines. It's voluntary. So to me, if it was really, really good, they would be forcing me to take it.
Okay.
But they're not. I'm just really leery about it. And I think part of the reason I'm leery about it also is that these companies that have put this vaccine out cannot, like, if say I take a vaccine for something else and something happens, I have this huge reaction to it. It causes
Mm-hmm.
my organs shut down or whatever, or I die, whatever. I have right now, if that happens to you when you take the COVID vaccine, you have no recourse. They are
Mm-hmm.
not liable for anything,
Mm-hmm.
which is scary.
Well,
So,
I'll tell you, and this is, I'm being completely selfish right now,
mhm.
but if they offer it to me, I will take it and not even think twice if it's going to allow me to travel.
Well, and I
And
get
that's
that.
completely selfish.
It just scares the hell out of me.
This is awesome. Are you reading all the comments in the
I was just gonna say,
everyone agrees with you.
yeah. Candace says she won't take it. It scares her. She doesn't even take the flu shot. I have to
Mm-hmm.
take the flu shot or I can't work.
I don't
Um,
take the flu
and,
shot.
and see, that's what makes me kind of really question um, what's going on with it. Because, like I said, if it was something, if they made it mandatory, then I would do it for work. They made the flu shot mandatory, but they haven't made COVID mandatory.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it may simply be because they don't have enough vaccines to go around. Because right now, even with working with a hospital network for the employees, if you do not have your test or your vaccine already scheduled and you don't get it by Sunday, you are not getting it.
Oh,
They've only got a certain amount that they can do.
okay.
And I was reading today and I sent Jay a message. I was like, oh my God, now I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. I'm not sure what to do. He's like, what's wrong? I said, because I was reading this email and it says that if I don't get the vaccine through the network that I work for, which is free,
Mm-hmm.
that I will then have to wait to get it through the county and I'll have to wait in line with everybody. Then I'd have to take off work.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to, is it worth it? What am I going to have to pay anything for the vaccine when I go to get it through county?
Mhm.
I know I've had 9 million COVID tests, and I've not had to pay for any of
You
them.
poor thing.
I know. Jenny Thorne says she got the vaccine because COVID scares her more. No,
Mhm.
Jenny, my dad is like that. He is 70. He'll be 77 this year. And his thing, he says that he knows that if he gets COVID, he has COPD. And so he
Right.
knows if he gets COVID, that could kill him. So he goes, I know that it could kill me if I get COVID. But
Mhm.
if I get the vaccine, yeah, it might make me sick. It might do this. He says, I'm weighing it out. He says, with my age, my COPD, he says,
Yep.
I'm going to get it when they offer it to me.
Yep.
So, and I told him, I said, well, let me know. Susan says, how did they come up so fast with the vaccine for COVID, but many others have none? I can tell you what I was told.
That's what's kind of, yeah.
Well, because they had before, it's always like when they're doing research, medical research, there's always a money issue. There's always a money issue. With this, there was no financial issue whatsoever. They had unlimited funds. They had unlimited facilities, people to do the testing, people to
Okay.
come up with it. They had it. Everything was just completely taken off the table. You are unlimited. The reins are off. You get it done. So, and that's what I was told from where I work,
Okay.
because I specifically asked that question.
Well, and it's a legitimate question, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a very legitimate
Absolutely.
question. Lindsay says those tests are not fun. No, they're not.
No, they're not.
The I just call them a
Brain
brain.
swab.
Yeah, brain swab. I got to go get. I would tell Tina, I said, damn it, I got to go get a brain swab again. Because I'm allergic, and I know you guys have heard me talk about this, but I'm allergic to something in the building, and we're pretty sure it's the mold because it's an old building. Um, I'm highly allergic to mold, and it sets my asthma off, which throws me into pneumonia or bronchitis.
Mhm.
And so now, because nose rape, Susan said it's nose rape.
Nose rape. She's not wrong.
I know. I love that. Oh my gosh. But yeah, and I just completely lost my train of thought. That just struck me as so funny.
About you getting sick with what's being in the
Oh,
building.
yeah. The building makes me ill, so you can't get in to see a doctor. So now they have to do all these televisits, because if you tell them you have a cough or you have a fever, you have a headache,
Mm-hmm.
any of the above symptoms, oh, you can't come in here even though you're sick. You can't come in, so we'll just diagnose you over the phone. Do a televisit. Well, you can't hear my chest. You can't hear my lungs. I disagree with, but you have to do it. So every time I call in, I say I'm sick. They say, we're going to send you for a COVID test. And this last time I said, do I really have to? They've all come back negative. I can't. And this last time I did lose some sense of taste with
Oh.
whatever. Um, it was real weird because I like Funyuns, and they're a strong
Blech.
flavor. I love them. And
Oh.
Jay asked me the first night the day that I was sick on last Tuesday, he said, he was coming home. He says, can you think of anything that you want to eat? Something that you might. I said, you know what? I said, as weird as it sounds, I said, I want some Funyuns and I want some rainbow sherbet ice cream. I haven't had rainbow sherbet probably since we've been married. Okay. Cause he asked me, so, what? And I said, yeah. So he got them, and I opened up the Funyuns and I was sitting there and I ate a couple of them, and I can taste the crunch. I mean, I knew they were crunchy, but it was like cardboard. And I asked Jesse,
Wow.
these? And he said, yeah. He said, they're fine. I was like, okay. So I put them away and I sat there for a little bit and I thought, I'm going to go get some sherbet. I could taste the sherbet,
But you
but
couldn't taste the Funyuns.
I could not taste the Funyuns. And they're a strong flavor.
Well, I think that's the only real way to eat Funyuns.
Without flavor?
Without flavor.
I love them. And Jay, you shouldn't go to the grocery when you're hungry.
Mm-hmm.
And probably 2 months ago or so, Jay and I went to the grocery, which is on the other side of town. It takes us maybe 10, 12, maybe 15 minutes to get home, depending on traffic.
Okay.
We were hungry. We got a bag of Funyuns at the store. So on the way home, we put them in the front seat with us and decided we were going to eat Funyuns on the way home.
Mm-hmm.
Well, by the time we pulled them into the house, the bag was demolished. And it was a big bag. It was the big bag. It was gone.
Oh my God.
And I looked at him. I said, "Did you eat all that?" He says, "No, I thought you did." I said, "No, I don't." So together we completely killed a bag. And I said, "Never go to the grocery hungry." It was awful.
Now, do you know what I've been craving for the last week?
What?
You're gonna laugh.
What?
Ham salad.
From where we get it?
Yes. On Ritz crackers.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God. The best snack on the planet.
It is. We have this little deli. It's a meat market a couple towns over from us. And when we all get together with Paranormal Mysteries, we will frequently get a container of this ham salad.
Oh,
And it's the best in the world. It is so good.
it's so good.
There's a difference in ham salad and sandwich spread. I did not know this until Jay informed me. I thought I was being the good, dutiful wife when we first got married, and I knew he liked ham salad. I went to the deli at the grocery store, and I saw the ham salad there, and I got him some. Was so happy. Made him a sandwich when I got home with it. I was being so good.
No.
And he says, "What the hell's this?" I said, "Well, what do you mean?" I said, "It's ham salad." He says, "No, it's not." And I said, "Yeah, it is." I said, "Look at it." He says, "I don't care what it says." He says, "That is not ham salad." Because he grew up on the Jerry's ham salad that you like.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he grew up on. So fast forward, Hunter comes along. And he is raised on Jerry's ham salad. We started him eating his with potato chips, regular potato chips. So chips or Ritz crackers on bread, however you want it, it's just delicious. And he was going to spend the night at my mom's, and mom and dad went out and went to the grocery, got him a few little snacky things. They went and got him a thing of ham salad from the deli, and he wanted it. Ma'am, I'm asking you, do you want ham salad? And he's like, yeah. He's like maybe 2. He's young. And he gets a bite of it, and he puts it in his mouth, and he's like, he wouldn't swallow it. He wouldn't, nothing. My dad, and Hunter did this when he was little. It's gross. But he would never just spit something out. He always looked for somebody's hand to spit it in. He would never just get rid of it. Like go run to the trash can and throw it. No. He would always, if it tasted bad, he always looked for like my dad or Jay or myself. Just, you put your hand, and he empties it out. And that's what he did. Hunter, it's ham salad. He goes, no. So mom called.
No.
No. And mom called. And she's like, what's going on? What do you want to eat ham salad? And I said, oh, did you come to Jerry's and get ham salad? She goes, no, I went to Marsh and got it. I said, no, he's not going to eat it because it's not ham salad. She goes, yes, it is. I said, no, I went through this.
Nope.
I've been there, done that, bought the t-shirt. It was so funny, but he was really picky. But he learned that from his dad.
That's funny.
It's like when mom, no, it wasn't right. Mom asked for breakfast, and he said eggs. So she asked him how he wanted them, and he said scrambled. In his best toddlerese that he had, She made him scrambled eggs and he cried. He wouldn't eat them. And mom calls, why, he won't eat he asked me for scrambled eggs and he won't eat them. I said, Mom, that's because he actually wants a fried egg, runny in the middle with the yellow runny, but you chop it up and scramble it on his plate like that, and then he's happy with it. So she
Oh,
made
jeez.
another egg that way, and he ate it.
Kids are funny.
They are. They are. Candace says, if all this, with all the political stuff wasn't going, let me put it over here. If all this political stuff wasn't going on, maybe she'd think about getting the test, but she doesn't trust anything anymore. I can agree. I can agree. And
hi, Miss Margie.
I'm not going to, hi, Margie. I'm not going to say, I'm not trying to get political or anything, but with our president now, the current president now,
Okay.
Tina, I said he is like, early on in his presidency, they let him get away with all kinds of crap. So he's like the toddler that, oh, it's cute, haha, he called so and so a bitch, or he said shit or whatever, and you laugh about it and you go on. Well, now he's that teenager that nobody can stand and nobody wants to be around, but he doesn't know any better because nobody's told him, because you guys all let him get away. Not you guys, I don't mean that, but everybody let him get away with it. So now that's his normal. That's what he's going to do. And it's just, I don't know. I feel, to a certain degree, I feel bad for him because he's being completely raked over the coals.
Mm-hmm.
But
have you seen the meme of the person looking out the window with the bag of chips? There's a meme going around right now. It's so funny. It says Canada looking at the US right now. And it's somebody standing in a window and it's lightly snowing and they're eating ketchup chips. Just staring out the window.
Ketchup chips?
Ketchup chips.
What are ketchup chips?
For real?
Yeah, I mean,
it's a
are they
flavor.
Chips? Really?
Ketchup flavored chips. Yeah, I've never brought them down for you guys.
No, I've never had ketchup chips.
Oh, you know what? I think that needs to be like a challenge now for the boys.
Ketchup chips.
Ketchup. What about dill pickle chips? Have you guys ever had dill pickle chips?
I have not had them, but I've seen them.
Okay.
I've seen them. Oh my gosh. This past Saturday? Crap, I don't remember when it was now. Did you watch Jay's live when Cole had him take that hot? He got these little, they're probably little plastic bottles about this big. And Cole, who is my niece's boyfriend, he got like 4 or 5 hot ones.
The million Scoville?
Yes. So Jay,
what were they thinking?
and eats it, and I'm like, he doesn't even know how he knows. He does.
It was so bad,
and it lit him up. It was so funny.
I was yelling at my phone.
What are you doing?
I'm going, don't do it! Scream. When he said how many Scovilles it was, I'm like, oh, he's gonna die. And so I'm yelling at the phone, don't do it, Jay.
I mean, I'm thinking, okay, I've got milk in there, we've got bread, there's crackers, I've got some ice cream. I don't think we have any Cool Whip, but I'm trying to think of what I could give him if he, had serious issues. And he didn't have, I don't want to say it was horrible issues. He had issues, but it wasn't too awfully bad.
Oh, that's good.
But then that was 2 weeks ago. Then this past Saturday, we were at Roosters eating with Brianna and Cole. And Cole gets the wings that he got were called thermonuclear.
Yep.
And he only ate like 2 of them. Well, he said, Jay, you want to try these? And they're not too hot. Duh. Jay takes a bite, and he was miserable. were going to do beer tasting, and Cole's like, I can't even do beer tasting. My stomach is just in knots. I can't even do it.
Well, he probably wouldn't be able to taste it anyway.
Right, right. I don't like hot stuff like that. I like hot, like if we go to Buffalo Wild Wings, B-dubs, and we get wings, I'll get hot with ranch. But I don't go above that. I can't. It's just makes me too miserable.
Black pepper is too spicy for me.
Oh my.
I can't eat any spice at all. It makes me sick.
Oh.
So while every time I see Jay something with hot stuff, I yell. No! It's like the night where they were eating the tarantulas on Stirring the Pot. No,
Gosh.
I was screaming at the phone. What is wrong with you guys?
That was probably one of my all-time favorite shows that they did.
Ugh.
And
Nope.
what was so funny about it was Jay could see Joe and Jason both.
Mm-hmm.
Jason could see Joe and Jay, but Joe could only see Jay.
Oh, we couldn't see Jason.
No, and that's what was so. I mean, I thought I was literally peeing my pants because it was in a bag in a container, and it was just all. It was like quadruple sealed up and all this. Joe is definitely afraid of spiders.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that he thought that it was going to jump out at him. He tried opening it, and he had like a pair of tongs. And then Jason would go, "Oh my!" And Joe would go, "Oh my God, what?" Because he couldn't.
That's why he was freaking out.
Yes, Jason would make these noises or comments, and Joe would flip out because he couldn't see what Jason was talking about.
I had no idea.
Oh yeah, and that was, to me, that was absolutely hysterical.
That's funny.
I thought that was hysterically funny.
It was the one I was watching, and I was like gagging the whole time. Every time they lift up the bag, I was, ooh. Well, at one point, Jason took one of the legs and was,
Yeah.
oh, that was it. I was done. I thought I was going to throw up. I was done. Those boys with that crazy show, it's such a great show. It really is such a great show.
I'm sitting here, and right now, okay, it's empty. But there's the thing for the. Why do I keep coming over here? There's the thing the Scorpions was in.
Oh, the scorpion. Mm.
Yeah, he ate that one. And there's a bag around here somewhere that has all kinds of, like, Joe, Jason, and Jay each have the same things in their bags. So it's just they reach in and get something. It's like a grab bag.
Now I've got something that I've got to send to them. They look like lollipops with ants in them.
Ew.
I got it from the Ripley's Believe It or Not.
I applaud them for doing it. If that's what they want to do, that's fine. Don't ask me to do it.
Well, we did that one night. We were doing the
You did that. I didn't eat the crickets. No, I did not. I didn't eat the crickets and the larvae and all that stuff. I know, I didn't. And you're like, "Oh, this isn't bad."
They weren't bad.
Gross.
The crickets were just a little crunchy.
No.
No. Yeah, it wasn't bad at all.
I can't do that. And then we also learned real quick that Jason has had his nose broke so many times that it affects his taste on certain things. So like when we did that Bean Boozled, where you take it's a jelly bean, and if it's white, it's either going to be coconut or rotted milk. He can't taste the bad stuff. So he'll like take all of them and just throw them in his mouth and eat them, and it's like nothing, no big deal to him.
Yeah,
we're over here. You bite into one, it's spoilt milk, or it's a dirty sock, or
earwax, or
gross. And they don't affect him at all. But he can taste, like we did those Yum boxes, and the salt bothered him because we had one, I think it was a piece of candy, and I can't remember where it was from, but you put it in your mouth, and it was like, oh, that tastes pretty good. The hard outer coating of it, and it's like a
Mm-hmm.
little hard. It's a little piece of hard candy. Well, when the hard part goes away and it melts, the inside of it is just like pure salt. It was like a salt lick,
Oh,
and
ew.
about lost his mind on that. I was like, okay, serves you right. That's good because we were all dying before, and now he's eating this and he can't handle it. So, all right, that's okay. That's okay.
I used to enjoy doing those boxes
I
and
know.
doing the taste testing, doing the boxes. They were fun.
I think we're going to probably try to get those again because they were a lot of fun.
They were a lot of fun, especially
And you,
filming them because everybody's faces.
oh my God,
Jason's just hilarious. Like he's so animated with stuff.
I know. God love him. And you learn things through it too.
Hmm.
Like the first one that we brought up um, was, I want to say, is we brought up like stuff for, it was Paranormal Toledo
Hmm.
maybe 3 years ago, 2 years probably. And we brought up the ones that we'd had from the night before that had the seaweed in it and the all
Oh
that.
yeah, I was there that
You,
year because I was eating the
you,
seaweed.
you and Tina Marie were like, "Oh, this is pretty good," and we're like, bleh, bleh. It was nasty, but we don't like seafood.
Hmm.
If you get shrimp flavored seaweed, that's just nasty all the way around.
No, it was good.
Oh, there was nothing good about that whatsoever. Not whatsoever.
I remember eating the rest of the package because you guys didn't want to eat it. Yep.
Yeah. You were like, oh, here, I'll give you guys one. You're like, no, we don't want it back. You're like, oh, okay. And you just started eating it. We're like,
It's
oh,
good. I
God.
like seaweed.
Oh, no, no, no. You like sushi too, then, don't you?
I do.
Uh-huh. See, you nasty.
That may have to be my cheat for February. My February cheat will be a sushi night.
Oh, yuck.
I'll order takeout or something.
Oh, I couldn't. Oh,
Isn't that
Jamie put in pig's feet.
pig's feet? Oh, yeah. That I don't know if I could have done.
Mm-mm.
Have you
That
ever
was,
had pickled eggs?
yeah, I don't like pickled eggs.
You know what? I was out with friends and we were doing a like a bar hop type of thing. So we went to the first bar we went to and the guys were it was me and my girlfriend Sandy were with a couple of her friends that she used to play darts with or pool with or something. And they're older guys. And they said, "Come on, we're going to have pickled eggs." And I said, "No, absolutely not." "Yeah, yeah, yeah, we're going to have no." So then the next bar we go to, "We're going to have some pickled eggs." "No, no, we're not." "No, no, no." So by about the fifth bar, now I'm half lit. Pickled eggs. "Bring me the pickled eggs." I'm telling you. I sat at that bar and I took one bite and I thought I was going to throw up at the bar. I had to run into the bathroom to throw up.
Oh, my God.
I never, and ever since then, I can't eat anything that's not um, like cucumber pickles. I can
Hmm.
eat cucumber pickles or pickled beans. That's it. I can't eat anything else that's pickled.
Yeah, I can't. I don't like pickled or I don't like pickled beets. I don't like pickled eggs. I just don't, and I like eggs. I just don't like that red pickling. I think it's
Yeah.
nasty.
Now,
Now
the pickled pig's feet are gelatinous, are they not?
they were nasty. They were absolutely god awful. Um, between the pig's feet, that oh, I can't think of the name of the stuff that they got. That was the dip.
Marmite?
Yeah, the Marmite.
What else
Um,
did they have that day? Clam
the,
juice.
oh yeah, that did Jay. Yeah. And everybody was laughing, saying you're supposed to cook with it. You're not supposed to drink it.
Oh, so bad.
I'm
But
telling
they
you,
were washing something down with it. What were they washing down with clam juice?
that pate, I think it was. I
Oh,
think
that's
it
right.
was
That's
a
right.
pate. And I'm
Pate.
sure that there were several cats in the neighborhood that night that were happy because there was that clam juice all over because Jay just spewed his. It was like really good about, as he said, if we're trying stuff and he's eating it, even if it doesn't taste good, he can manage to swallow it and hold it down. That wasn't happening. Yeah, liver pate. That's what that was, Jamie. Liver pate, and it was gross.
Yeah. I think Jamie was eating that night with you guys, wasn't he?
He was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
I
went
remember that.
fight with the guys. Ooh, not me.
Liver.
I just did the
Good for
filming.
you, Jamie.
Yeah, I couldn't. I was like, I never said that I would eat anything, so that's not going to happen.
Well, I'm usually a pretty good sport about it. I try.
Oh, I can't do that stuff because and Jason, Jason kept thinking with the pig's feet is that he knows what they were walking in,
And he
and that's
couldn't get past it.
that's all he could think of, that they were walking
So
in crap, their
so he
own crap.
can't eat mushrooms then. He doesn't eat mushrooms then, does he?
I don't think so.
What's wrong with him?
So they're just walking around in their own stuff. Night, Marge. And he says, I just can't get past the fact that they're out there and they call them trotters, but
Trotters.
that's what the pig's feet are called. And they're walking around in their own crap. And then whoever thought of it, I don't know what kind of a sick individual they were. Let's cut the pig's feet off, stick them in this stuff, let them get gelatinous, and then we'll eat them. How nasty of a person. If you ever think about this, who was the first person that thought an egg would be good?
Yeah.
Why would you
It
think
fell
that?
out of a chicken's butt
Right, right.
for head
Oh,
cheese.
right.
But head
That's right.
cheese is delicious.
Mm-mm, not even
So
trying.
good. So good.
Do you eat it just like a piece of lunch meat?
I eat it on toasted bread with a little bit of mustard,
Blech.
like a sandwich. Mm, so good.
I couldn't. That's just gross. But now I can eat bologna, fried bologna sandwiches.
Oh,
Those are.
fried bologna is delicious.
I love fried bologna. Jay hates it. He hates the fact that when I cook it here in the house, it smells the whole house.
Oh,
Because
really?
I like when I make it, I like it to be burnt a little bit
Oh.
black. And he hates it.
Now, what do you eat it with?
I will eat it on bread with mustard, or I'll eat it with fried eggs in the
See,
mornings.
we used to eat it plain or with applesauce.
Applesauce.
Yep, as a snack. My grandmother used to
Well,
fry bologna and she'd give us a little dish of applesauce and fried bologna, and that was our snack.
I've never had that before.
It was
But
good.
and a lot of people eat like pork chops and applesauce. I've never had that either.
Oh, I do that quite often.
I've never had that.
Hmm.
Now I've taken, like we did New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, I should say. We made sauerkraut,
Hmm.
but I don't like it unless it's got onions cooked in it.
Okay.
And you can put onions in it and it changes the flavor some. And you can also put sliced apple in it. And the
In
apple,
sauerkraut.
yes, the apple, when you're cooking it, the apple pulls out a lot of that tart that really,
Okay.
and it doesn't make it sweet. It just takes the tart away. And it's
Hmm.
really good.
Cool.
And of course,
That
you
I'll
got to have
have to try.
potatoes with it. I love sauerkraut and mashed potatoes.
See, I'm not big on sauerkraut because it just I can only eat so much of it before it kills my stomach.
Right. Do you
But
eat cabbage?
what's that?
Like cabbage?
I used to eat cooked cabbage. I haven't in a long time. My mother-in-law used to make it all the time with her roast.
Oh, cooked cabbage with roast. I never thought about that. We
Yep,
always just taters and carrots and onions in the pot.
me
Uh,
too. But she would throw cabbage in there as well, and it was actually quite good.
Now I like to throw cabbage in with my beef stew when I make it.
Okay.
Um, and it changes the flavor of the stew a little bit, which is really good.
Hmm.
Tina's gonna go to sleep on us.
I am. I'm like, you know what? You can tell it's getting close to 9 o'clock. Isn't
I was gonna say it's bed.
that awful?
My cousin says
Every
she makes.
night around quarter to 9, I start.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you're.
cabbage casserole. I haven't had that in a long time.
I haven't either. Jay makes it where he chops up cabbage, like a head of cabbage,
Hmm.
and he also takes sauerkraut and then has the burger and the tomato sauce and all that, and he puts it the casserole with that. Instead of
Hmm.
making cabbage rolls, he just makes the casserole with that. And it's
Yeah.
really good. The bad thing is that I'm the only one in the house that would eat it, so we don't. It's not worth it to make it just for me.
Why nobody else will eat it?
Oh no, no.
Oh.
It's like I love stuffed green peppers
Hmm.
with the burger and the rice and all that, and I'm the only one that will eat those.
Oh, okay.
So if I want those, I usually just go and get Stouffer's and pop them in the microwave for, what is it, 7 minutes?
Hmm.
Eat those, and then I'm done for a while. If you're not feeling well, what is your go-to comfort food?
If I'm not feeling well,
Yeah, what's your go-to comfort food?
chicken soup.
Chicken soup?
Yep.
Not Campbell's. You make it by scratch, don't you?
Not me.
Okay.
If
I
it's
like.
in the freezer if I've made it and it's in the freezer, then I'll eat it. The other thing that I've always said, you're gonna laugh. It's called peanut sauce chicken, and my ex-husband makes it, and it's a Thai dish.
Oh, I've seen peanut chicken.
Oh, it is
I've
but it's got to be my ex-husband's. Anybody else's doesn't taste the same. His is completely different from anyone else's, and that's I told him if I ever commit a murder and I'm on death row, that's what I want. I want that. Or if I'm dying, that's my last meal. He has to make me, and he's agreed that if I'm dying and I want a last meal, that he will make me peanut sauce chicken.
oh wow, that's funny.
Yeah. Now,
The
how
meal
about you?
the meal that I have not had in forever, and I probably will never ever have it again. My mom used to make like maybe twice a year. We do fried pork chops, and she'd make um, some fried potatoes to go with them, turnip greens, and she'd make hot water cornbread.
Oh,
And I
wow.
cornbread, but I would give my left arm to have hot water cornbread again. She would, I mean, literally, her hands would scald making it because she couldn't. She would pour a cornmeal in there, and she would use like literally boiling water from the stove to mix it, but she wouldn't
Hmm.
use a spoon. She had to use her hands to do it. And
Oh,
then you take
wow.
patty it up, you fry it in oil, and then you put it in the oven and bake it off. And we used to have that with the turnip greens, and that was like you maybe got it twice a year. Once
Hmm.
definitely, twice if you were lucky. And I know I'll never get that again because I'm not making it. That's something I'm not. This girl's not doing it.
Now, if you could travel anywhere to eat something specific, where would you
Oh,
go?
oh my! I
The
don't
things
know.
you and I talk about, but
I know. I know. I would love. I would love to go to like Ireland and I'm not eating haggis, but I would like to go to Ireland or England. Um, maybe even Italy would be a good place to go to eat food. I don't know. I've never really thought about that.
But if you like in your travels, I'm talking about in your travels, is there a specific type of
Oh,
food that you've tried that you would specifically travel back there just for the food?
we had really good food up in Fort Wayne with their
Oh
gyros.
yeah?
They
Okay.
had gyros up there that were really, really good.
That's awesome.
And over by Ashmore, there's a restaurant called Dirty's, and it's a bar.
Oh,
Um,
I've been there with you guys.
yeah, and you get their uh, like I had a dirty spud, and it's a big baked potato with like all kinds of cheese and all that on it, and chicken.
Mhm.
We were in, I want to say it was, I can't remember what city it was in. We helped with a benefit, and it was in Indiana, northern Indiana. I can't remember where it was, but we were at the pickle lounge, and that was how. And we started making these at home. You just take potatoes and you boil them. You don't
Mhm.
peel them or anything. You just boil them. When they're done, you take them out and you dry them off, and then you put them on a like a baking pan, and you smash them down,
Okay.
and then you can put whatever under the sun you want on them. You start out with butter. Of course, you get cheese. You can put steak on it. You could put chicken on it, turkey, sausage, vegetables. It doesn't matter. And you top it off with cheese, and you put it in the oven and let it bake off, and get the cheese nice and gooey. And it is so good, so good. And
Wow.
that's a meal in itself, just the
Mhm.
potato, because you're getting everything on it.
That's right.
It's so good. My cousin says New Orleans, I go to eat.
Mhm. I
Now,
haven't been there yet.
oh my gosh, when we went to New Orleans a couple years back, Jay got probably the best frog legs that he'd ever had, and he loves frog.
Hmm. Haven't
And
had those in a long time.
I got chicken Alfredo, Cajun style chicken Alfredo. That
Mhm.
was amazing. And it was from the same restaurant. I think we either ate there 2 or 3 times that day, or that week that we were there. It was so good. So good. So, well, now let's go. I'm gonna have to go and get something to drink so I can fill my stomach now that we're talking about all this food before I go to
Sorry.
bed.
Sorry.
So, we are planning on starting back up weekly as long as I
Mhm.
can stay healthy, and so can Tina. So, we will see you guys next week, and let's try to do some readings, Tina.
I was just going to ask if you wanted to do that
Yeah,
next week.
yeah, let's do some
Yep, that
readings
sounds
next
great.
week. We'll start
All
promoting
right.
it, let everybody know, and we'll definitely put it out. If we're not going to do it, if I should happen to get sick again, which God hope I don't, um, we'll let you guys know
Yeah.
ahead of time. And then, but we're planning on doing readings next Wednesday at 8.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Good night, everyone. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for tuning in.
Bye bye. Have a great week.